What is going on, everyone? It's Tay with SpecTechular Gadgets, and in this video I'll be taking a look at the Samsung Tab S6. So let's go ahead and take a look at the specs. Now those specs are pretty promising. Let's go ahead and take a quick box tour so you can kind of see around the box. I got the cloud blue color of the tablet. The back of the box just shows the contents of the box, and the S Pen is included. So coming out of hiding is my trusty dusty unboxing knife. There are two areas of tape that you will need to cut off, and after that you can go ahead and open this baby. First thing I see is the tablet with a sleeve on it. Next up, you have the adaptive fast charging brick, Samsung branded, of course, 9-volt. Next up is the cloud blue S Pen. This pen is flat on both sides, as well as it has a button for different features and functions. The SIM ejection tool. This is the quick reference guide as well as safety information. This is the S Pen tip removal tool, as well as additional tips are included for the S Pen. The white charging cable type A to type C. This is everything that you get inside of the box. So now we can go ahead and try out the Tab S6. We will have to remove it from the sleeve, but on the back it shows you just exactly how the S Pen attaches itself, magnetically of course, to the Tab S6. So here is the cloud blue color, pretty plain on the back except for the Samsung branding. You have the two cameras that you see right there. We'll give that a try. And let's see, you have exactly where the pen will rest. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Just make sure the magnets are aligned. And as you see, it just attaches itself. Pretty nice. On the bottom of the device, when it's landscape, you have the area where you will attach the keyboard, as you see there. On the bottom, portrait-wise, you have the Type-C port along with two speakers. On the right side of the device, you have the power button as well as the up and down volume keys. You will also notice that there is a mic right here. You also have another mic on this side as well as two speakers. So 4 speakers in total. Let's go ahead and power on the device. So let's go. And what I'll do is let me quickly set this up and we'll get it to the point where we can go ahead and do the fingerprint setup, and I will be right back. Okay, so it's restoring from another device. So now this is where we want it to be so that you can join me. So we'll protect our tablet with some biometrics. You have face recognition, fingerprints. So 2 biometrics right there. So let's go ahead and start with the face recognition first. Why not? So here we go. So it's just telling you information about it. We've all seen it before. Continue. So I do not wear glasses, so I'm already going to say no. You see that? No glasses for Tay. Once I hit continue, it's going to go ahead and look for my face. And it's just pretty much a quick little snap of my face. Nothing with me moving my head around. And I'm going to go ahead and take I just wanted to go ahead and unlock. I don't want to have to swipe or anything like that. Reminds me too much of like an iPad. I just like my stuff to go right into it. So let's go ahead and turn this off. Okay, so it is trying to finish up the whole setup process. You can sign into your Samsung account, and we'll go ahead and do that. And as you see, it's saying, hey, you signed in from another device. I'm gonna go ahead and take my information from my Note 10 and let it bring everything over so I am familiar with everything. This process will install apps. For the time being, we're done, but the apps will continue to install in the background. But check this out. Looks very similar to the Note 10, so I am A-okay here. Now let's go ahead and try out the S Pen, and you see the responsiveness of the S Pen. The best thing to do to try this out is let's go ahead and take a quick note, and that way I can get a feel for how it writes. Let me get the correct pen that I want to write with and test it out. So the pen writes really smooth. It looks good. For right now, it feels comfortable writing with. And how do you like my handwriting? So that actually writes really smooth. If you swipe from the right, you get a few of your quick apps that you want to have access to. Let's go ahead and do a quick audio and video test on the Tab S6.
What is going on, everyone? It's Tape with SpecTechular Gadgets, and in this video I'll be taking a look at the Nintendo Switch Lite. Now I picked this up at Best Buy for $1.99, and I got the turquoise color. So we'll do a quick box tour. Here's the side. I think I actually do like the color.
So it looked amazing. It sounded great. You have the normal drop down shade for your different quick toggles. You have plenty of them. I like the screen recorder. Let's go ahead and take a look at something. I'm just curious as to see if my Note 10 S Pen will work on the Tab S6, and I can actually move things around, so it does work. So the Note 10 S Pen works with the Tab S6. I can also write a note. Here I am again, and writing on this seems a little, look how I have to hold the Note 10 S Pen. It's a lot smaller, of course, but it works. So, hey, why not go ahead? You see the comfort of having a bigger pen. It feels better when writing, and handwriting looks great regardless. Let's go ahead and take the Note 10 and look at that. So both pens work on either devices, and I'm going to say that the Tab S6 pen is obviously a lot more comfortable to hold, but the S Pen is the S Pen. So welcome to the game launcher. Welcome to Game Booster. So this just tells you permissions that it will need. And here, let's do some gameplay, guys.
Changing mag!
Now this is the only accessory that I got, which is the book cover keyboard. It's the Samsung one for about $80, I believe, from Best Buy. And here it is. This is the back. This is what will go on the back of the Tab S6. And it angles a lot like the Surface Pro. Well, hopefully we'll see. And you have the Samsung branding to the top left. And right next to that is the place where the S Pen will be housed. Right here, which you'll see. And then here is not a magnet, but it's adhesive. So we'll see how that works. And once you're ready to install, you'll go ahead and pull the plastic off of this. Here they're showing you with the keyboard and just with the back cover and the different angles. Some more Samsung branding. Instructions on how to install the keyboard cover case. Here's the actual keyboard with that nice trackpad. That's the thing I was pretty much excited about. Here's where you'll connect the Tab S6 to the keyboard. And the keyboard itself is pretty light. And we'll see how it types in a little bit. The back offers a little bit of grip, so you won't have too much sliding around. Attaching the keyboard to the tablet is a breeze, as you see right here, as well as unattaching it. It's just a slight tug, and you're good to go. The last thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and install the back cover to this keyboard cover case. Go ahead and clean off the back of the Tab S6 to make sure it's all clean for the adhesive. So you'll pull the plastic off of the adhesive. Try not to touch it, but I'm going to go ahead and do a spoiler alert. This does not stick on, or at least for me, it came off twice already. But to install this, go ahead and use the camera cutout to make sure everything is aligned. Once you feel comfortable, let it lay down. Use some pressure. Apply some pressure to make sure the adhesive is sticking to the tablet. And it's just like that. It's pretty easy. But like I said, spoiler alert, that back piece came off twice already. And it's just really disappointing, for as much as they charge for this, that they didn't think to probably use a magnet, a very strong magnet, to make sure that we don't have this issue. Your S Pen, again, can be stored in there, and you don't see much movement. And they should have just used magnets for this back cover. Moving and shaking the back cover, as you saw, will not open up that flap for the S Pen. And here is the different angles that you can use the back cover when it does stick on. And as you see, like, I'm holding it by the back and I'm doing this right now, but after a couple of days, it just came off. It's just not strong enough. So here's Dex. Dex will come open when you attach the keyboard, but we'll go into that later. I want to go ahead and try typing on the keyboard to see, the keys have a slight space between them, so that should help with comfort. But the best thing about this keyboard, like no other keyboard for a tablet, is that trackpad. I feel the experience of actually using like a laptop or something, being able to have the trackpad. So you can just swipe around and swipe up, and those kind of navigations will get you in and out of a program. Now I'm going to go ahead and test out typing on this keyboard for the Tab S6, and feels pretty comfortable. Key travel is decent. As you see here, not the fastest typer, but it feels pretty comfortable. You got a good amount of space between the keys, so hopefully your hands won't get too cramped when typing. But it feels really good. Not making too many mistakes here. And the one thing I wish, though, that this keyboard was backlit. That would have been really cool. Again, it's as expensive as this keyboard is, you would think that it would have some backlight when typing. But all is well with this. It feels, like I said, really good. This would be a nice accessory to get because it gives you the feel of a laptop, as well as it keeps your tablet protected with the cover case.